Hello and welcome to Mr. Cricket UAE. और finally 14 साल बाद मुंबई इंडियंस made it possible to win their opener because that is quite a big thing. 2012 के बाद से कभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं था. I remember उसके पहले तक नरेंद्र मोदी पीएम नहीं थे इंडिया के. इसके पहले तक इंडिया मुंबई इंडियंस के पास कोई ट्रॉफी नहीं थी. इंडिया ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप का डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन था एंड मुंबई इंडियंस ने आज वो कारनामा करके दिखाया. नरेश जी, आई एम श्योर यू मस्ट बी वेरी हैप्पी because it was quite a dominating performance against KKR today.
Yeah, it was, and we won the 5 IPL trophies after that. So these 14 years we have not been winning the first game, but we were winning IPL trophy. But yeah, for a change, I think this is a very good and a dominating start. The way we played today, it's a dominating start. That's how we are considered to be favorites this year purely on the composition of the team. So I think on that perspective, you have done very well, and the team would be relieved. I mean, that's not a good record to have, that you lose the first game and you come back all the time. Coming back is not an easy thing. The way the format is, the points, the net run rate make a huge difference. So I think that's a big relief for the team, and the celebration says it. The team feels very relieved about this year.
Yeah, as a Mumbaiker, I think you must be happy about it. A little Mumbaian fan in me was also really happy to see that, because whenever Mumbai wins, it feels really personal to me because of Rohit Sharma. But I have Anirban as well. Anirban, I think हमारे pre-tournament live में भी you said it कि KKR नहीं जीत पाएगी इस साल, but they really did do well today. 220. Come on, I mean, it is not an easy target to put on the score. Maybe it's one KD, but still 220 is a big score. What went wrong for them?
On a wicket like this, 220 was a below par score, I think. KKR fell 15-20 runs short the way they started, the way they played in the power play. So this is what Jasprit Bumrah brings in with his experience. In the pre-match show, I'd also mentioned about Jasprit Bumrah being Mumbai Indians being more relied on Jasprit Bumrah, and it was shown today as well. It was seen today as well, because none of the other bowlers, Shardul Thakur did very well, but the other bowlers, if I talk, they were all conceding runs. It was a belter of a pitch for batting, and it was a brilliant game to watch. In the first two matches, nearly 800, more than 800 runs being scored. It's a good contest between both the sides in the second match as well. I feel, when I talked about KKR's lack of death bowling and bowling as well, it was quite visible against a quality batting side with Rohit Sharma. And I think he putting down 11 kgs and coming back to form in a time where his team needs him more than enough. Like it's what do I say? It's a well made half century. He gave absolutely no chances in the game. And yes, he has silenced the critics. I was one of the critics for Rohit Sharma not being performing in the IPL.
I wanted you to mention this, that you were one of the critics of Rohit Sharma.
But I think that what Naresh said is that they started winning the trophy after 2012, and the last time Mumbai won their first match in 2012, KKR went on to win the trophy as well in that same year. Rohit Sharma in that season as well scored 109 of 60 balls at the Eden Garden. And so just to add on to that, it was like KKR have their problems in their bowling when there's no turn, when there's no assistance from their pitch. There's nothing that the bowler can do. Even a quality bowler like Varun Chakravarti went off for 49-50 runs today as well.
Okay, Naresh, since talking about Rohit Sharma, I would like to bring up this because, however less we talk about Rohit Sharma, it's always like, something, we are going to miss out something about him. Because आज भी वो जिस तरीके से खेल रहे थे, the shots were coming up so clear and visible. the time he is known for, this extra time he always gets, और वो भी हमें आज देखने को मिला. बहुत natural shots थे. Even एक shot भी था जो broadcasters दिखा रहे थे कि उनके जिस तरीके से रोहित शर्मा को उन्होंने एक स्टैचू बना करके वहां पे लगाया हुआ है, same shot उन्होंने आज pull off भी किया. And I just have one thing, like I love Rohit Sharma. I just have one thing. 78 runs बनाए थे. अगर 2-3 run और बना देते तो orange cap उनके नाम हो जाती. And I was like, just 2 runs. It was just a matter of 2 runs, but he couldn't pull that off. I mean, I really want to see an orange cap on Rohit Sharma, but he couldn't do that. But regardless of that, he is Rohit Sharma for us.
Yeah, and you needed a spectacular catch to get his wicket. He was all set for 100, And आप जब बोल रहे हो टाइमिंग का, आपने 3 विंटेज इनिंग्स देख ली है ये 2 दिन में. विराट कोहली, अजिंक्य रहाणे and रोहित शर्मा. You should see the amount of reliance and belief they have in the timing, and they have made a huge transition to compete the young guns of today. And you saw that in Rahane's innings, you saw that in Rohit. Unfortunately, yes, as Anirban said, that KKR fell short of nearly 20 runs. Just 3 weeks back, 250, we struggled to defend by 7 runs. We won in the semi-final. 240 is where the pressure went off because they just couldn't get there. And the start Rohit and Ryan Rickerton gave, absolutely brilliant. And Rohit Sharma, I think he's got the maximum sixes in IPL probably, or he's close to that to beat Chris Gale. But the timing continues. You're seeing that consistency with his bat, I think, is phenomenal. And if he gets a start like this in the first game, I think the opponents have lots to face in the remaining games.
Absolutely. And for all the listeners who are listening to us, you can definitely put up your question. I can see Asghar try to ask some question. Please ask your question, shoot it up. We'll ask our fans as well. And then we'll know what are the answers of those questions. Anirban, coming back to Rohit Sharma thing, I felt ki ek point of time when I saw Ajinkya Rahane in the dugout as a captain, and then Abhishek Nair as well, they both are really close to Rohit Sharma. He has, Abhishek Nair itself has helped him take his form back to come to fitness. We know the kind of bond they share, but at the same time, such a great player Rohit is कि उनको decode करना it was tough for them, जबकि वो उनको बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं. क्या वो वानखेड़े का असर था, or do you see something else today?
Okay, so Rohit Sharma has got the most number of runs against KKR, and even before Ajinkya Rahane, Abhishek Nair, Rohit was a kind of a headache for KKR since Gautam Gambhir took over. The most runs, even Gautam won 2 trophies with KKR as a captain. The most amount of runs was scored by Rohit Sharma under Gautam Gambhir's captaincy. So Rohit Sharma loves playing against KKR, and we have seen that throughout the years. If we remember, if we go back 6 years prior to this, during the COVID times, on the first match between MI and KKR, the way he smacked Pat Cummins when Pat Cummins had in that IPL, it was sensational in Dubai. So he loves playing against KKR. He needs to continue this momentum. He needs to have a 500, 600 runs IPL, because last season also he got off well, but he fell short of the 500 runs. He scored nearly 400 runs, but this Rohit Sharma is very dangerous, because when you take off his captaincy, like the responsibility, he's far more free, and he's responsible to give those big starts in these big games as well.
Absolutely. And I love to see when you talk about Rohit Sharma, because I know there is a history involved, but we'll get back to it. Nareshji would like to ask about Jasprit Bumrah, though already Anirban mentioned the kind of, I will say, extra player in terms of Jasprit Bumrah we have, because he never plays only one role. He always plays 2 to 3 roles for Mumbai Indians, because he's an impact player. He's a person who can get you wickets. He's a person who can stop those runs going out of the park. But just talk about Jasprit Bumrah today, though he was quite in control today, but he was wicketless. At the same time, he has also reached the most no ball by any player in the IPL, which is 33. So I love Jasprit Bumrah. I'm not going to say that I have any issues with him, but you see ki wicketless Jasprit Bumrah is quite rare to see, right?
Yeah, that is there. But the kind of pitch we were playing on, the maintaining a good economy rate of nearly about 7 or 8 in a game where the required rate was 10 plus or 11 to start with, I think that itself is like gold, if you wait. And that is something which KKR would say they are disappointed with, because they got 220 and they lost only 4 wickets. If they had lost
Hmm.
7, 8 wickets, they could have said, okay, we didn't do well in the end. But
Hmm.
losing only 4 wickets, 220 was not enough. And as for Bumrah, I mean, we know you give him any conditions, his first priority is how can he contain the batters? Because in the end, we know it's a batter's game, and that is why Jasprit Bumrah is different. He can contain the batters the way he bowls in the death. He got the 18th and 20th over this time. He was just brilliant, and it's very, very difficult to get him, especially when the ball is a little older. Very difficult to play him.
Absolutely. I've got one question, and that is probably for Anirban. D. Asgar is asking, will Umran Malik play in next T20 after poor display of KKR bowlers? He wants to know whether Umran Malik can get a chance.
No, I don't think, because I feel Kartik Tyagi did well on this wicket. He bowled really well. He's coming back from an injury on a pitch. Next match, KKR plays at the Eden Gardens, where it's another like pace and bounce, where the batter gets good good amount of runs in that stadium as well. We have seen 261 being chased in that very ground as well. So I don't think Umran Malik plays in the game. It's like KKR needs to work on their death bowling, and Umran Malik is not an all and out death bowler. He has those 150, 155, but now what with T20 cricket changing its dynamics, it's like more of the pace of deliveries which are working than more than the pace on deliveries. We have seen it tonight as well with Shardul Thakur. He all the 3 wickets he picked up were pace of deliveries, and the way he bowled was he was very clever with he read the pitch very well, and he was very clever with those cutters and everything.
With that, one more question came in, Anirban. Ki Cameron Green, we saw him on the field today for KKR, and he was fielding, or dekh ke lag bhi nahi raha that anyway he was limping or doing anything. So why can't he bowl? I mean, everyone is asking this question.
So this was actually in the press conference also. It has been mentioned during the post match press conference. Ajinkya Rahane mentioned that it should be asked to Cricket Australia, because that's what he mentioned. So if there is any kind of restrictions, we also don't know, because he has
Yeah.
been picked as a all rounder to fill in the shoes of Andre Russell, but he is capable of bowling 140, 142. He's not the stature of bowling like what Andre Russell used to do, but he's a good bowler in the middle overs as well.
Yeah, right. Naresh ji, I would like to ask you this question कि हमने कल का मैच देखा इन चेन्नई में, it was around 204 रन्स जो हमने बोर्ड पर देखे, आज 220 देखा, दोनों चेजेबल दिखे आज, क्योंकि 200 एक टाइम था जब देख के लगता था कि 200 चेजेबल ही नहीं है, मतलब दैट्स अ विनिंग टोटल इट वाज सपोज्ड टू बी, और आज हमने देखा कि 220 वाज इवन नॉट इनफ एंड सो वाज नॉट 204. आई वुड लाइक टू नो, एज पर योर एक्सपीरियंस, हाउ डू यू सी कि एक्चुअली कौन सा पिच वर्स्ट है? इज इट वानखेड़े और चिन्नास्वामी? बिकॉज दोनों पे ही रन बन रहे हैं और चेज भी हो जा रहे हैं. Naresh ji, are you getting my question? I think there is some network issue.
Yes,
Anirban, I
yeah,
will take that question with you, and then we'll continue with Naresh ji.
yeah. Oh, the same question for me.
Yes. Ki what is
Yeah,
worst?
like there's nothing to be called as worst. I feel that both the pitches nowadays with T20 cricket, we will see more 200 runs. In 2024 also we saw, in 2025 also we saw, in 2026 already 400 800 runs has been scored in 2 matches. So that's the kind of wicket as the IPL goes on, because
Mhm.
these wickets are just fresh. They have got 2 to 3 weeks of time to prepare this wicket. So we haven't seen, even in the pitch report during pre-match of today, there was talk about being grass being that has been seen on a Wankhede wicket, and everyone, even Pandya and Ajinkya Rahane, both were shocked seeing so
Yeah.
much of grass in the wicket. So as the tournament goes on, we might see the wicket changing a bit. But Wankhede and Chinnaswamy has been on that side, and Eden Gardens as well, that they do not change the nature of the pitch. It's always pace and bounce and not very turning. It's always good for batting. And after that, in later stages of the IPL, we'll see at some grounds it will be spinning, it will be slowing down with more usage of the pitches. But for the fans, for the fans' perspective, it's a good entertaining game. They'll be expecting from now on as well.
ठीक है नरेश जी अगर आप ऑडिबल हो तो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहूंगी आई वाज आस्किंग कि कल भी हमने 220 देखा आज 220 देखा कल 204 देखा चन्ना स्वामी में मुझे हमेशा से लगता था कि चन्ना स्वामी इज अ ग्राउंड जहां पर आप कोई भी टारगेट चेस कर सकते हैं बट वानखेड़े भी उसी कैटेगरी में इज क्वाइट देयर एज वेल आई वाज आस्किंग अनिर्बान द सेम कि व्हाट ग्राउंड इज एक्चुअली वर्स फॉर बॉलर्स इज इट चन्ना स्वामी और वानखेड़े
Sorry, I got dropped off. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you can put both in the same category of lot of runs, and as a ground, both are smaller compared to the other grounds. Especially Ahmedabad is quite big, So getting those boundaries and the sixes, you will hardly see any threes being scored on these both the grounds. But even the brand of the game has changed. The focus on power play, the amount of runs they want to score in power play, and continue the pressure on the bowlers. So, bowlers need to have a lot of, more tactics on how to, face these kind of batters who just go attacking right from ball one. So 200 is going to become a norm going ahead. And as Anirban said, you'll see initial grass on the wicket. As the league progresses, the pitches will start getting tired and the grass will even die off. So they want to make the best now. The batters know in the beginning of the season, especially the first half, make the best now, because as the more summer comes in May, it's not going to be easy to get those kind of runs which they're getting now. And even double headers, the afternoon game gets more tiring. So all these things, they have played enough for 18 years to know that the importance of the start and the kind of pitches they're playing on.
Absolutely. Well, talking about Kolkata's batting as well, Anirban, I would like to ask you this question. जब initially Kolkata ने एक अच्छा score खड़ा करना शुरू किया था, उनके openers they played really well. Ajinkya Rahane was there as well. So I just wanted to ask you this question: Did you felt कि ये match कोलकाता के हाथ में आने वाला है? Because मुझे तो किसी भी point तक नहीं लग रहा था कि कोलकाता was in the game till the point हमने 220 score card पे नहीं देख लिया. But did you also felt that?
No, to be fair, when I saw the wicket, it was like it was looking very good for batting. And when I saw that even Mayank Markande and Ala Gazanfar, who has been brilliant with the ball in recent times, they were not getting the kind of turn they were looking for. They played two spinners, even KKR played two spinners. So when I saw that in the first innings there was no turn, so there was no due because the breeze was there and there was no due these are the initial stages of the game. So I felt that 220 was a low score on this wicket. Personally I feel so with the kind of start KKR got, with the firepower they have in their batting. Yes, on today it was clearly visible how Andre Russell as a finisher was so big for KKR and how the impact he had of scoring those 220s to taking those to 245s, 250s. That's the difference. It was there. It was clearly visible today.
एंड नरेश जी आपको क्या लगता है कि केकेआर कहां पर शॉर्ट हुई जैसे कि ये बता रहे हैं अनिर्बान की 220 रन्स 15 रन्स शॉर्ट थे इसके अलावा और आपको क्या लगा वुड बी अ रीजन बिहाइंड केकेआर's loss today?
Bowling experience, I think Mitch Stark is not in yet. He's been missed. Cameron Green की हमने बात कर दी है कि he can't be playing only as a pure number 3 batter. I'm sure they have better ones to take that position and look at a couple of more bowlers down there. Yeah, I still feel a little bit Anukul Roy could have been brought in early, but आपको वरुण चक्रवर्ती का भी देखिए वो जो सेमीफाइनल भी खेला, I think if he doesn't have a good first over, there is pressure on him. Again we saw that today, similar to what happened against England. So I think this is where the psychology of the bowlers come in on how the support staff manages them on not to panic when it comes to such situations. So that's going to be very important. I feel Rahane not on the field after the 4th over also because Rinku Singh is very new in the role of a leadership on the changes and talking more to the bowler. Rahane has this thing, if a bowler goes for runs, he's there talking to the bowler. He takes his time. So I think that was another experience on the field missed by KKR. But it's okay. It's just the first game. I think they will go back to the drawing board and see what they can do better.
Absolutely, because it's just a first game. Definitely, they will try and look for some combinations. कुछ गलतियां करेंगे, कुछ सीखेंगे, उसके बाद शायद पता चले. But Anirban, are you happy with the kind of captaincy Ajinkya Rahane is doing for KKR? Because personally, no one was with this thing कि Ajinkya Rahane should be given the captaincy of KKR.
So today, like Naresh said, that uh, after fourth over, he did not have much captaincy to do today, because after fourth over he limped off and went
Yeah.
outside the ground. So Rinku Singh did the captaincy. He will be tested against SRH, who has more firepower, or more of a top firepower. Three batters will be, and KKR does not have an off spinner in their team. That's one of the thing. So many left-handers in a side, like in Mumbai Indians as well, with Rickelton there, with Tilak Verma there. So KKR needs a off spinner who can bowl. Yeah, Narayan is there, Varun Chakravarti, but they are kind of a mystery spinner, more of a finger, not of a finger spinner. They are more of a leggy and a carom ball bowler. So I think that KKR needs to work on their death bowling until and unless Matisha Pathirana arrives, who is going to arrive, who is yet again going to miss the second match as well. And I feel that he is going to arrive, as per the new updates, that he is going to arrive on 6th of April. And so once Pathirana arrives, yeah, Blessing Muzerbani did well on his first match. I felt so. He got the kind of the ball he bowled. Yes, his experience in first experience in the IPL, first time he's playing in the IPL. So he has done decently. But Pathirana, once he arrives and once he has worked with Bravo and those kinds of the partnership previously with CSK, he has bowled well when Bravo was there in CSK as well. So I think once Pathirana arrives, it will be sorted for KKR in their dead bowling as well.
Right, और एक क्वेश्चन भी आया है. Adi Asgar again is asking, what about Rahane's injury? Will he be playing the next game? But as you said, he won't. Maybe
No, he will be. He will be
he will.
in the press conference. Yeah, in the press conference he arrived. I also thought that Rinku Singh will be doing the post-match press conference, but like presentation. If I'm sorry, Rahane arrived and Rahane gave an update about himself, that he's going to, like, not a full update that he'll be playing, but he just said that he's okay with that. It was just a cramp.
Okay. So Naresh ji, quickly, can you sum it up the captaincy of Hardik Pandya? Because pehle to initially Mumbai was not happy with the captain Pandya, but then the way he's turned around with the India games, I think people must have accepted him as a captain now.
Yeah, and this transition was very difficult. I mean, we had a very successful captain in Rohit Sharma. He had not given up the game. It's
Yeah.
just the management decision on how to do a long-term transition, and how to ensure that the franchise is having a stable leader. So I think that is now gone behind. We are settled. We have 2 World Cups since Hardik took over the Mumbai Indians leadership. So I think that is behind for Mumbai fans, and we look forward to lifting a trophy this year, especially because the way we have started. And I think Hardik has settled. He has seniors. He knows he has a very difficult job on managing the seniors. Surya World Cup winner, Rohit World Cup winner, Santner has not yet reached. So I think he's also learning, and he's done well. He lifted the first trophy with Gujarat, so we have to give that credit to him and accept him the way he's leading the team.
क्योंकि पता है पर्सनली नरेश जी आई लव रोहित शर्मा एंड आई एम मोर ऑफ अ फैन ऑफ रोहित शर्मा दैन मुंबई इंडियंस एंड Anirban can understand that, but अभी तक I am unable to accept Hardik Pandya as Mumbai captain, or इसलिए I have given up on Mumbai Indians and I am just a Rohit Sharma fan now in IPL, because I can't see Rohit Sharma playing under somebody else's captaincy, especially the way management has dealt that situation. So personally, I'm still not okay. I mean, let's be honest with it. I'm still not okay. But are you okay personally?
Yeah, you can call it, but again, taking away the captaincy also. I mean, they paid a huge amount to Gujarat for the transfer, and there was a phase even under Rohit's leadership when there was major changes in the auction. We didn't do well as a team. So to accept that fact, we need to move ahead. Yeah, it's difficult as a fan that Rohit is still there and he's not leading. He deserves that kind of a farewell, that he leaves as a leader. But I think all this has been accepted. Virat Kohli has accepted himself for RCB. But I think most important for both of these, especially Virat and Rohit, is the way they continue to play. And I think that's the kind of role models we need in Indian cricket. I think that's more important.
चलिए देखते हैं कि इस सीजन विराट कोहली रोहित शर्मा क्या करते हैं। बहुत लोगों ने वैसे एकदम मैं कहूंगी आउट ऑफ द वे जाकर के प्रिडिक्ट किया है कि रोहित शर्मा विल बी द ऑरेंज कैप होल्डर एंड दैट्स व्हाई मे बी आई वांटेड कि शायद इस मैच से ही कुड हैव हैड दैट, बट ऐसा नहीं हुआ। विल सी बाय द टाइम टूर्नामेंट एंड्स हु एंड्स अप विद द ऑरेंज कैप, बट आई एम आल्सो रूटिंग फॉर रोहित एट द सेम टाइम। विल सी कि इस टूर्नामेंट के एंड होते होते हमें कौन ऑरेंज कैप विनर मिलता है। आई थिंक दैट्स अबाउट इट फॉर टुडेस मैच। विल गेट बैक टुमारो टू डिस्कस फर्दर अबाउट फॉर द गेम्स, बिकॉज कल है आरआर वर्सेस सीएसके और ये मुकाबला होगा गुवाहाटी में, और इस मुकाबले को लेकर हम लोग फिर दो फैंस को लेकर लौटेंगे एंड डिस्कस करेंगे मोर एंड मोर अबाउट राजस्थान एंड सीएसके एंड आईपीएल फॉर दैट मैटर। बाकी आप दोनों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मेरे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। विल गेट बैक टुमारो एंड विल टॉक फर्दर मोर अबाउट इट। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.